Meet Toadie and Smartie, Britain's most out-of-control canines. They attack other dogs, insist on eating gourmet meals, and at 8 stone each, they're every bit as big as their bark. To date, the dogs have cost their owners an incredible £54,000. Out of pocket and running scared, they've turned to dog expert Victoria Stilwell. She's spent 10 years turning around the most difficult of dogs. But will she be a match for these heavyweights? Toadie and Smartie are 4-year-old Great Dane Labrador crosses. These burly brothers share their Sussex home with Mark, Joe and their 15-year-old son, Ben. As the dogs have grown bigger, so has their owners' fear. Now, a combined weight of 16 stone, controlling them is a real struggle.
Dog walking.
The strength of these dogs, they're so strong.
They both pull like demons. They've towed me across fields, they've dragged me through gardens, I cannot hold the dogs, I just can't hold them.
If they see another dog, we can't cope with the situation.
2 years ago, Toadie was viciously mauled. Since then, fueled by fear, he sees all dogs as the enemy and has brutally attacked on 3 occasions. Smartie's more of a softie, but he's easily influenced, and when Toadie picks a fight, he's quick to join in.
The last time they got into a fight, this Labrador just bit Toadie and all hell broke loose.
54 kilos of pure muscle hanging on to another dog.
Toadie actually got this Labrador by the throat and he was shaking it like a rabbit. I thought he'd killed it. I was terrified, absolutely terrified.
He would have killed that dog.
Since then, Joe and Mark have found going for walks extremely stressful, and the lengths they've gone to keep Toadie and Smartie away from other dogs has reached epic proportions.
We have moved home 6 times in the last 4 years. 4 of those moves are purely because of Toadie and Smartie.
Every time we move, we have to build fences because they run away, so that's probably about £1,000 on each house move.
I personally think they've turned my parents insane, and I'm the only remaining family member left with a bit of sanity, thinking that's just a bit odd.
These dogs are seriously overindulged. Their dinners cost a small fortune and have to be cooked, flavoured and cooled to perfection.
They like steak, beef joints. Their favourite is chicken. Most definitely, they love their chicken.
It's almost as if they're being treated like humans.
It's affected their relationship because they constantly need our attention.
They've just turned into an absolute nightmare. They're lovely dogs, but you know, do we keep them or not? Because I don't feel that we're giving them the life they deserve.
Victoria Stilwell is their final hope. She's been training dogs and their owners for over 10 years.
Big dogs can cause big problems and their size alone can make them hard to handle. But it's a sorry state of affairs when owners stop taking their dogs for walks for fear of losing control.
When Victoria arrives, Toadie and Smartie are at their barking best.
Sorry about the boys.
Oh my goodness. Oh, these are big.
Victoria wastes no time in asking Mark and Joe to demonstrate their dog walking problems.
No! Toadie!
Close that so that... Right,
Toadie!
Smartie, you Toadie.
Toadie, you stop it!
Right.
Good boy.
Okay.
Okay.
Good boys.
Right, ready for walkies?
We go?
Well, that's a workout,
No.
isn't it?
Check left and right, make sure no dogs are coming down the street whatsoever, or people.
This is like a military operation.
Car, up, Toadie, car, up. Yeah, what we're going to do is drive down to the local neighbour's field.
That field there?
That field there.
You're driving to that field now at the bottom of the road.
Yeah, we couldn't walk.
Why?
Because you'll see 2 dogs go ballistic if you see another dog. We can't walk, literally we can't walk that far. Toadie! Back! Toadie, wait! Wait! Wait!
Stay.
Okay, no, Toadie!
Stay. You're all right.
Yeah. Toadie!
To avoid the risk of crossing paths with other dogs, they've arranged to use an enclosed field.
The dogs can't be off the lead if there's ever a dog. It doesn't matter what's there. I don't care whether it's a 6-foot hedge, they're going to go through it.
But having double-checked the fencing, Mark's still feeling jumpy.
Ben, can you just check to see if the electric fence is turned on, please? Now, on this side, Ben, there's a switch.
Stress 101.
No, Smartie! Smartie!
Friends!
Are you okay?
Oh, yeah. Right, you got your walkie-talkie? Yeah. OK.
Why do you have walkie-talkies?
For security. If we can't see each other because of woods, bushes, fences, fields, ditches, we communicate through walkie-talkies.
Right.
You're on channel 1, Joe.
I'm on channel
Channel
1.
Yeah. Oh, Ben, do me a favour. Can you protect that gate there, please? And if you see us in trouble, just go whatever way we're in trouble with to help us. All right? OK, secure the gate then.
Secure the gates.
Ben, are you secure?
I'm getting frostbite. Can we hurry up?
Walkie-talkies?
No, go towards the gate.
Watch him go!
They're coming your way, go to the left! Go to the left!
They're coming down on the gate! Stop them, head them off!
Panic. It's panic.
Ben, cover the gate!
Come on!
Did you get him?
Toadie! Smartie! Stay!
Cover the gate! Smartie!
No!
Toadie!
I have never, ever seen anything quite as mad as this.
Victoria needs to witness all their dog walking problems firsthand, so she persuades them to ditch the car and brave the short walk home.
Over.
Mark, hang on. Just hang on. Steady. There's going to be problems.
Be a dead dog.
Steady, Mark, hold him! Smartie! Have you got him? Mark, get him! Please hold him, please. No!
Despite being in observation mode, Victoria feels compelled to take charge.
Let's walk right now.
Okay,
Come on, let's
come on,
walk
walkies,
quickly.
come on.
Quickly.
Come on. Ooh.
Okay.
Come
Get
on.
him out of that.
Get an idea of the problem.
Yes, I do get an
You
idea of the
start.
problem. If I was a dog and lived with this family, I would be on doggy Valium.
Whilst Mark and Joe get on with the daily 2-hour toil of making the dogs dinner, Victoria has a quiet word with Ben.
They pay attention to the dogs because they cause more trouble. I just stay in here and just keep really quiet. I'm effectively invisible. You know, they've been treated more like humans, it seems. I mean, normally dinner's like put on standstill till the dog's dinner's cooked.
What do you get to eat?
Sometimes it's just ready meals, you know, lasagna out of the packet.
What food do they eat then?
Tonight they're having roast lamb. They're having carrots and broccoli steamed and some pasta for a bit of carbohydrate. Yep, they're done.
OK,
Do you want to carve the lamb?
Yeah.
Are you feeding yourselves as well as you're feeding your dogs?
No.
No.
How much would you say you're spending on your dog's food?
I mean, that joint there was £17.50.
Yeah.
That's one meal. The thing is that they do eat well now because of
Yeah,
it.
they eat very well. They eat very well.
We actually basically put this on and cool down the food because it's very hot and it's stainless steel. It's hot at the bottom.
Takes ages to cool.
It takes ages to cool.
This is yours. There we are.
The time and effort invested in the dog's 5-star supper means it's ready meals all round for the family.
By the time we finish with the dogs,
Yes.
7:30, 8 o'clock at night, you've got to put something in there that's going to be cooked within 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Hence, processed food.
Victoria's seen enough. It's time to lay it on the line.
What I saw today, it was running around on walkie-talkies and this and that, and it was manic.
It feels manic.
Yes.
It is manic.
Manic. Your fear is being sensed by your dogs here. So that instead of taking charge when you go out for a walk, you're actually making your dogs so much worse. So what we have to do is get to a point where they can go out there without you having to have a heart attack each time you take them out. When you have a dog that has viciously attacked another dog and could have killed it, you can never, ever trust that dog again in any circumstance.
With another dog.
With another dog.
Right.
You just can't.
No.
What you can do is that you can actually train him that other dogs are okay. From now on, you're going to show Toadie, you know what, Toadie? Don't be scared, because I'm going to look after you.
Okay.
I calculated that over the last 4 years, including your moving house because of your dogs, including the vet's bills, including the food that you feed for your dogs, including everything, you have spent about £54,000 on your dogs.
Do you really think?
£54,000.
Okay, that's a lot of money. That is a lot of money.
That is excessive. And that's how much your dogs have been controlling your lives.
The next morning, training begins for the dogs and for the owners. Before she tackles Toadie and Smartie, Victoria wants to address Mark and Joe's stress levels and show them how panicky they look.
What I observed when you were walking the dogs is two people who are so anxious, so stressed, so fearful, that is going down the lead like a telegraph wire to your dogs. Both of your bodies are leaning forward, but you're also leaning over the dogs as you're trying to keep the dogs back, and it's almost like you're joining in with the dogs.
Actually seeing that footage, I never realised how out of control we looked.
The problem is made 1,000 times worse by your reactions to when you see other dogs.
With each dog weighing 8 stone, one of Mark and Joe's basic problems is simply not having the strength to control them. Victoria believes a new style of head collar will make all the difference.
This is the gentle leader. It's a nose strap that goes gently around the nose and a head strap that goes behind the ears. Think how strong horses are, yet you can still lead them.
Yeah.
When you have control over an animal's head, it's much more difficult for them to pull, because as soon as they pull, the head comes round. You don't have to do anything. There's no jerking, there's no yanking. You just remain calm.
Victoria uses sausages to distract Toadie and Smartie whilst they get used to their new head collars.
Got to put your nose through the loop before you get the sausage. Okay.
She wants them to learn
Sausage.
that calm behaviour will be rewarded with treats.
Good boy.
Good boy.
He can bite, he can vomit, he can drink. He just can't hold a ball in his mouth.
Right.
You won't believe me, but by tomorrow, I'm going to have you walking your dogs using just one finger on the lead.
I'll believe that when I see it.
Mark and Joe may not believe it, but they're going to have to get a grip, and fast.
I don't want you to ever freak out again.
Especially when faced with the enemy, another dog.
Don't let him, don't let him.
The overwhelming strength of brutish brothers Toadie and Smartie and their hatred of other dogs is making life hell for the Chubb family. Victoria Stilwell has come to the rescue. She's shown Mark and Joe how their own stress rubs off on their dogs and has equipped them with special head collars to help keep them under control. Victoria is determined to make walking pleasurable rather than panic-stricken.
I want you to be calm. The dogs have to be sitting before that gentle leader goes on, and you have got to be calm yourselves. Okay, so just let them in. Let them in. Turn around if they jump up at you. That's it. We're going to ignore. We're stopping. And they're a little calmer, that's it. One deals with one, the other deals with the other.
Sausage.
Sausage?
Sausage.
Sausage.
Oh, good boy. Good boy.
That's it, go for it.
That's it. Okay, give him the sausage now, Ben, because it's been really good.
Good boy.
Armed with sausages and the new head collars, the dogs are calmer, but Mark and Joe are still on edge.
No, Smartie. Smartie, come on.
No.
Good boy. Okay, can you take the sausage?
Sausage.
All right,
All right. Smartie, come on.
Okay.
Good boy.
All right.
Good boy.
talk to them less.
Okay.
I do sense that you're still a little stressed with it all.
Yeah.
Still a little stressed, and you're really going to have to work
I
on
know,
that.
I need to chill.
Don't worry, he's fine. His tail's up. He's absolutely fine.
So far, so good. By using the new collars and maintaining calm, Victoria has taken them from this to this.
I'm actually going for a stroll, not a roll. I mean, this is not the norm, is it?
No.
Normally you'd be
this is
running
not
around and maybe screaming at you to help.
Yeah. Whereas now I'm just walking aside with a bowl of sausages.
Victoria reminds Mark of her promise to get him walking the dog using just one finger.
Let's try it now.
I've got one finger. Come on. Come on. This is incredible. That is. Different personality. You're looking at a different dog.
It's a great result for Mark and Joe, but back at home, the dogs are still dictating dinner time.
It is outrageous that you spend more time cooking for the dogs than you do for yourselves. And then you, collectively, don't eat as well as them. It shouldn't be like that. So I would like you to cook a meal for yourself first. But the dogs are going to eat dog food.
Victoria wants to get to the heart of their obsession with the dog's diet and finds it's connected to the death of their previous dog, Max.
Cancer that Max had could well have been related to a very poor diet in early life when we didn't have it.
For the first few years.
Just because Max got cancer, it doesn't mean that these two are going to get it.
I know. But it is a fear.
Victoria takes Mark aside to find out more about Max.
I noticed that down there.
Yeah. Maxie.
Why do you have Maxie's ashes in the sitting room?
Really, I suppose Maxie's always been with us. Certainly me. When I go, he comes with me. Yeah. This is his lock of his hair that Dan cut away for us. He was literally, well, I don't like talking about him.
I think this fear of them going the same way as Maxie has driven you to the extremes of cooking them incredible food every night. And I just wanted to make the point that there are different ways of giving your dogs good nutrition without going to the extremes that you've been doing.
Yeah.
For the first time in years, the family sit down for dinner before the dogs.
Does this feel good? You're eating early?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The family's fed, now for the dogs. Mark and Joe are convinced that after a lifetime of home-cooked meals, Toadie and Smartie will turn their noses up at dog food.
You told me you tried every single kind of dog food. But the secret is getting some human food in as well and mixing it all around.
From now on, the family eat first, and the dogs get the scraps.
Indians, boys. Okay. Lie down here.
Oh no.
Don't get stressed. Just don't look over him like a hawk.
So far, so good.
They eat dog food. I mean, it's a miracle.
The family's most serious problem is Toadie's aggression towards other dogs. A series of vicious attacks on him has created a deep-seated fear, and now he regards all dogs as the enemy. Victoria wants to break this cycle, so to get him canine-friendly, she starts by using barking dogs on the telly.
What I'm going to do with Toadie is I'm going to desensitize him to other dogs. I want Toadie to see other dogs as a source of pleasure and not as a source of fear. This is a dog who has suffered trauma, and we need to turn his perception around.
In fact, now, when Toadie sees a dog, that's the trigger for chicken. And he only gets chicken when he sees another dog.
Okay.
Good boy. Good boy, Toadie. Good boy, Toadie.
Oh, good.
Good boy. Turning up the volume. Dog, good boy. Dog, good boy. Good boy, Toadie. Good boy. Good boy. Dog, good boy.
Using the new head collar, Victoria takes Toadie to a nearby field to test his reactions to a real dog.
We're going to be at one end of the field and the dog's going to be in the other end of the field. And then we're just going to see how close we can get to the other dog with Toadie reacting in an all right manner.
Okay.
I will not have any lunging or any
behaviour. If that is, I will turn around and I will walk back
Okay.
in the other direction.
Right.
Dog, good boy. But it's also important that you are now in control and that you are now Toadie's protector.
The task seems enormous. Even with the dog on the opposite side of the field, Toadie is getting agitated.
It's all right, don't worry about it, don't worry about it. Let's go, let's go.
Victoria's working Toadie hard. 10 minutes later, she sees just how close she can take him. The sight of Toadie walking calmly near another dog is overwhelming for Joe.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm so sad. It's really good to see him. I'm just sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's all right. It's all right.
I thought we'd never do that. It's just so good to see.
Sorry, we're pretty close.
Yeah,
I
very
just
close.
can't believe it. It's amazing.
Well, I can see how you're doing it. It's just so you're making it look really easy.
Yeah.
So Toadie's walking normally for Victoria, but will he do so for his panicky parents?
Mark, you're in control now. I don't want you to ever freak out again in a situation and make it worse as you were doing before. Don't let him, don't let him. On the other direction.
Come on.
Okay. Lovely,
Toadie, come.
lovely. Good, Joe.
Good.
Good boy.
Now Joe and Mark are walking confidently with their dogs. But on the way home, Toadie and Smartie spot an old enemy.
I really need you now to be extremely calm.
Yeah.
Okay? This is the ultimate test.
Smartie, let's go.
Good boy.
Let's go.
Good boy.
Good boy. Very good boy. Hey.
Wonderful.
I
Sorry,
just
was there a good
wouldn't
say?
even look at the dog.
I saw you, you were brilliant. You were in control.
I wasn't going to.
So good.
I wasn't
Good.
going.
You're so good.
The old fear factor's
Yeah.
not hanging over us anymore.
No, it's good. Ah, much better. Come on. Come on, then. Come on, good boy. Let's go.
Full of confidence, Victoria leaves them to practice her techniques on their own. 2 weeks later, she's back to see how they're doing.
When I first met Jo, she said it was her dream to walk the dogs up here. We're on the downs.
We're on
Whoa.
the downs. We're on
Brilliant.
Devil's Dive.
And
We're
he's-
on the downs. So how has it been going?
Absolutely brilliant.
Yes.
As you can
Been
see,
good?
more control,
Yep.
especially with Toadie.
He's just spotted another
Yes.
dog in the distance.
Yes,
I
he
just
has.
saw that
Yeah.
dog. And he doesn't seem to be too bothered. Don't
No,
look good.
he's looked at it, he's seen it,
Yeah?
he's not bothered.
No,
No.
he's not bothered.
They're much more part of the family now.
God, yeah.
Because I think they realise we're actually not going to take any nonsense. Boy,
Come on then.
to be here so soon, to be under control, it's great.
We had to work really hard on this one. And if they can keep going and get those dogs used to other dogs, then I think they're going to have a lifetime of having lovely walks up here. That's the result that we want.
Thanks for watching. If you love It's Me or the Dog and want more dog training tips and tricks, visit my official site positively.com. And if you're interested in learning more about becoming a dog trainer, check out the Victoria Stilwell Academy. Links to both sites are in the description. I'll see you online.